Oh, hey. Oh, no, that was terrible. Hey, I know I'm running late. It's Friday, so it's formal dining room Friday. It's also kind of casual Friday. I play pickleball on Friday mornings, so sometimes I can get all dolled up, sometimes not. So today I wanted to talk about it's actually who shall I be today? Who shall I be today? That's it. And it's a national day. You guys know how I like to kind of check out what the national days are. And so this one today, now what I go to is I go to this place called Check a Day. If you want to know where I go to find out what national days it is. So it's Check, Checkiday, Check a Day. So today it's nothing that great, my day away. National Caregivers Day. That's awesome. So many people are wonderful caregivers. And my great aunt was a wonderful caregiver and had a hospice in her house. And she had like 9 bedrooms, huge house in Wisconsin. Who shall I be today? So that's a Random Acts of Kindness Day. So those are all great. Okay, so let's think about today though. Who shall I be day and who shall I present to others? So today I was just working this morning over the last couple of days. I was working on some credibility letters for some students. And this is a technique that I want you to use when you're contacting realtors. So I've talked about your realtor marketing program, which didn't really work that well a year ago. Realtors weren't that responsive because mostly they could put anything on the market and it would sell for cash, within a couple of weeks. Totally not the story today. So today, properties are sitting on the market for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. The sellers are getting antsy and they're calling their agent and they're saying, how come I haven't had any showings? Are you going to do another open house? Well, why isn't my house selling? It's been 60 days. You promised me it was going to sell right away. And I don't want to drop the price anymore. Okay, so you're looking at Zillow, you're finding properties that are listed with agents that are over 30 days listed or have a price reduction. It's great if they have both. So you're targeting those kind of properties, and then you're going to send them an email, a short email, along with your credibility letter. Now, the email is going to start off and it's going to say, we're offering full price on your listing at, and then the address. Okay, and then you explain that that you might have a little bit of credibility lines in there, and then you're also going to talk about how when you buy distressed properties you pay cash, but when you buy nicer properties like your listing, we usually work out some kind of seller financing. So that means that the seller just has to be open to monthly payments. And so you just put that in the letter and you say, now the way we write these things, we definitely put in there that we pay your commissions right away up front. We usually put 10% down. Guys, that's kind of the how you have to work it in the realtor market. Okay, so we love the nothing down deals. Those are straight up seller financing between you and the seller. You're not going to get nothing down deals when you're working with agents because somebody's got to pay the agent's commission. So at least 6% agent commission has to come out somewhere, and somebody's got to pay some closing costs. So depending on how expensive it is to close, properties in your state, usually we'll write these offers with a 10% down. Sometimes we get away with writing them for 8% down with a 6% agent commission. But when someone's giving you seller financing, they're willing to take monthly payments with very little down, coming to them. Then you should cover the closing costs and the commissions. That's how we normally pitch these. Now, if you are in a very expensive market and you're buying a $500,000 house and you're 3% of that is 15,000, and you don't want to come up with all these commissions up front, what do? Then you just tell the agent that you're bringing in a realtor on your side. Okay, so you're bringing in a realtor on your side of the equation who will get 3%. That's your buyer's agent. So if you're talking to a seller's agent about a property and you know that you're going to bring in your own agent, let them know that, sometime not too deep into the process, because otherwise they're going to see all these dollar signs that you are dual commission, that they're going to get 6% off this deal. And all of a sudden you say at the last second, oh, no, I'm bringing in somebody to take 3% away from you. Now, if you can afford to, and if you're buying houses in the $100,000 to $200,000 range or less, I would say give them the dual commission. I mean, at least on the first deal. I mean, why not? They're bending over backwards. They're going to convince the seller. They're basically your ambassador to the seller. So that's why you want to really make good connections with these agents. So when I say, who shall I be today, that comes across in your credibility letter. So again, the email basically just says, we are offering full price on your property. We usually, with distressed properties, we pay cash, but with nice properties like your listing, and this goes to the realtor, not to the seller. Now, here's the key. This letter is going to go to the realtor, even though it's addressed to the seller. It says, Dear Home Seller on the credibility letter. And the beginning of the credibility letter says, we are putting an offer in through your agent, and we thought you might like to know a little bit about us. Okay, so that's how the credibility letter starts. And that because you're offering seller finance, you're asking for seller financing. You're offering a seller financing offer. So they got to know a little bit about you. If they know nothing about you, I'm telling you, half the time people decide to sell a house to one person over the other. It's because the agent brought in some little tidbit, some personal information that person identified with and said, oh, I want to give the house to those nice folks. In fact, it was a really blazing hot market around where we live here a couple of years ago. And our son was moving in and we wanted him to move close to us. And a property just hit the market and they went over there, and it just so happened the seller was there. And so they actually met the seller, shook hands with the seller, and they're just this cute young couple, Kale and his wife, Amy, and they got a cute little dog. And the guy met him and he liked him. I mean, there was a bunch of offers that came in and he picked them. So much of it is that how much they know about you, and that credibility letter is what wins them over. So you got to make yourself look likable, and also credible. And the one I worked on recently was for one of our students, and he has a good background. He has some credibility. He's a Microsoft software technician, or approved, whatever it is, certified Microsoft technician or something. You can put that in there. Anything that makes you seem more credible. So he's had a long career in computers. Also, he lived in the area for over 50 years. That's good to mention, something like that. And another thing that's good in the bio is that when he's not doing real estate, he's helping out with this Cubbies club at the school, and stuff like that. So that wins people over for sure. If you're a Boy Scout leader, or if you coach the kids' soccer team, I mean, that should be in your credibility letter, that people really identify with that stuff. Not too much of that stuff, but maybe, one or two or three things. You're choosing, who shall I be when I put myself out to the world? And I hate to put it this way, but what's your brand? Okay, what's your brand when you're putting it out there? So is it, you're a nice, friendly, you used to work in computers and you love helping people with real estate issues, and you're retired and this is your big focus. And, so if that's you, that's great. Now, Lynette, our brand is, I used to run a mortgage office downtown. Lynette used to sell new homes as a realtor. And then back in 2003, we decided we wanted to help people better, and we could help people better by just buying their house directly. That's when we formed We Buy Houses LLC. So we actually have We Buy Houses LLC in Arizona. So again, that's kind of our credibility. That's our branding. And then we even go on to say, now we work with our sons. It's a great family business, and we've helped out a lot of local families. That's actually the line right out of our bio. So now your lines in your bio, whatever your bio is, that's just what you're going to plug into your credibility letter. And you all have a bio. This is one of the most important things right in the very beginning of doing real estate, before you ever even get on the first phone call, is you should write a 2 or 3 sentence little bio about, we call it your home investor bio, that tells everybody why you are so nice and why are you so credible and why are you going to be able to accomplish what you say. And, why should they have confidence in you? Now, you don't need a lot. And if you don't have a lot of real estate credibility, what's the one thing you're going to say? You're going to say, we buy and sell houses all around the area. Okay, so that's in the letter. That's in your bio when you tell people, but you never say the word investor. Write the word investor and X it out. You say, we buy and sell houses all around the area. So that's who you shall be, and that's how you present yourself. And that's your realtor marketing plan. So again, you're sending the little email wanting to sell for full price. And then at the end of your email, don't forget this last part. You got to put in, now if this seller is not amenable, if this seller is not interested in this offer, then do you know any other sellers who would be open to taking monthly payments? And so that's your key, because the chances that this one seller, maybe if it's a languishing listing, if it's 60 days on the market, the chances that seller might entertain monthly payments, I don't know, maybe 25%, maybe 10%. So maybe only 10%. Yeah, but how many other listings does that agent have? And how many other agents do they know with listings that are desperate sellers that would be jumping on this? And so they know a lot of people. That's why I want you to know a lot of agents, because they know a lot of people. It extends your influence. So it's like, I talk to one person and I talk to three people, and they talk to three people, and they talk to three people. And, it grows like a tree, like your network tree through your realtors. So that's how you start it off, though. You find these properties on Zillow that are 30 days listed or price reductions. You send an email to them with everything I talked about here. You can watch this over if you didn't get it all. And then you send the credibility letter as an attachment. But the credibility letter it says, "Dear home seller." Now, if you need help with this, call the office. If you want to work the realtor program, we can help you with it. Just call the office and talk to Dashel or anybody in the office. 888-RICH-NOW is the number there. And you can always call us at any time, 888-RICH-NOW, and check in and get what information you need. So if you need more help on this realtor marketing program, and especially if you have a lot of properties, if you go on Zillow in your city and you've got over 300 listings, and there's a lot in the good price range, and there's a lot that are 30 days listed and price reductions, then we should probably be talking. Maybe we could even work together. All right, so let's talk about I put my best face forward. Let's say, I know it's normally my best foot forward, but let's go with face because we do a lot of stuff on Facebook. I put my best face forward. Okay, ready? 1, that's our affirmation for today. 3 times on 3. I put my best face forward. 1, 2, 3. I put my best face forward. I put my best face forward. I put my best face forward. See, now I don't always do that. See, I'm on Brunch with Brian. I'm all in my scruffy pickleball outfit today. So I'm sorry, I'm not putting my best face forward today for you guys. But again, I'm teaching you guys what you need to know. And when you are doing your important business connections, you're going to have a nice picture. Oh, I didn't even mention that. That's a really key element here, is I want to have that very nice photo of yourself. And we're going to put that at the bottom of your credibility letter. Now, if you're working with us, it'll be right next to our picture. So when we're working with students, we merge the credibility together. And so your credibility and our credibility, we have awesome credibility, obviously, but we work you in. Then at the bottom, we have both of our pictures down there. So awesome. Oh, we got to do our deep breathing. Don't forget that. Nice deep breath in. Let it go. Another deep breath in. Hey, WL. Hey, Lori. Good to see you guys. Deep breath in. Let it out. Relax. Okay, one more. Nice deep breath in. Smile. Always a big smile, and relax. Okay. Awesome, guys. I want you to have a great day, great weekend. Friday is always Foundation Friday that helps set up Deal Meeting Saturday. So let's make some calls today. Get some FSBO sellers. You could even call some realtors. You don't have to go through this whole email and letter process. You can just call the realtors and tell them exactly what I told you guys to say in the letter. So let's jump into that. Let's have a great weekend. And until I see you on Monday, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and as always,